big Egbe. Egbe is our society. Before we got here, we had mothers, we had fathers, we had sisters, we had brothers, we had aunties, we had uncles, we had cousins. Nobody's here without being Egbe themselves. So big up to yourselves and like.
Everybody. Remember when we open, we'll pray to our Obi. So what I'm going to ask is that if you have any prayers, you may have already made them. You can just whisper those prayers, like let them go with the wind. So I'm going to pray also for all of us collectively while you do that. And I'll open one colon at a time. I'll see if there's any collective messages for us together. That was the biggest message, was around procrastination, any sickness, like time is of the essence, and not being afraid to make movements that are not traditional or may not seem like what you were taught to do. We're not in a season where you need to think like that. You're in a season of manifesting magic, like quickly. So stand in that, walk in that. Your sacrifices that you made today, whether it was your time, whether it was your revenue to get you here, all of the sacrifices that you made today are enough to pave the road for what it is that you need to create for yourself. So do not hesitate, do not fear, and know that you have the power of ancestors, big ancestors, our deified ancestors standing and walking with you always.
Check it out. This is the representation of the intelligentsia.
We are honored to be able to host this event today, and I am genuinely excited to learn.
But now it's time to re-Africanize. Let's go. I was taught that my
the wealth of a man resides in his mind, not in his pockets, which makes heaven pretty hard to find.
Wicked white statues of Washington and Jefferson, Roosevelt and Lincoln, Mount Rushmore, expression of oppression carved in my thinking. Yoruba artists desecrating African psyche. The Ma'afa's widespread, but so is my seed.
What are the major contributing factors to malfunctioning relationships between black men and black women?
With the introduction of the welfare system, the man was put out of the house.
Without that foundation of what is the role of a man in a marriage? What is the role of a woman?
How many of us really know our mates before we get into a relationship with them? How much time do we actually put into knowing the person? How much do we know their genetics?
How important is food and diet to you and your family? What do you consider to be healthy eating?
Forget about family, just yourself to be healthy. If you're not healthy, you're not going to relate to other people very well because you're weak.
Whatever you can grow, that's what's healthy, because you can be assured that there's no preservatives in it.
It's culture, the survival thrust of all black sisters and brothers under a colorblind system, making laws out of colors. A superficial paradigm we subconsciously co-sign when we are naturally.
Egungun, Sheps, or Amalozi are regarded as the collective spirits of the ancestors who occupy space in the invisible realm.
Heirloom seeds of mitochondrial culture planted globally with African fertility inside my mother. There were things that we were taught through our history in terms of where we originate from. So a lot of us in the African diaspora, we are of Bantu origin. It was called the Niger-Congo theory. where the Bantu originated from West Africa. That is completely false. The Bantu actually originated from South Africa. Family is the first shrine, right? How you gonna go anywhere when you can't? You gotta go inside. You gotta go to the family. So those are the places of our first family that we had, that one civilization used in Quebec. All over the continent, you can find replications of a man, woman, and a child. This is Ausar, our Set, and Haru.
Love is to the ultimate goal, boy, it's going to roll.
Mama science rocking my way, mama say, mama side, mama rock the side. Hey, if they like what you said, they call it intuition. If they don't like what you said, they call it superstition. One love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright.
Thank you everybody for the beautiful day, blessing, the Juneteenth, beyond Juneteenth.